In the history of the Westminster Dog Show, elegance, precision and predictability usually reigned supreme, but in 2008, that all changed. A floppy-eared, bark-happy underdog named Uno stunned the world and made history. What made this win so legendary, and why did it shake the dog show world to its core? By 2008, the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show was already in its 132nd year. The event, held annually at Madison Square Garden, had become a symbol of canine perfection, where only the most refined, regal and precisely trained dogs stood a chance. The typical winners? Poodles, terriers, English Springer Spaniels, breeds that screamed sophistication, and then came Uno. Uno wasn't just any dog, he was a Beagle. Friendly? Yes. Cute? Always. But best in show? Never before. In fact, no Beagle had ever taken home the top title at Westminster in over a century of competition. Many saw the breed as too common, too playful, and not polished enough to compete with the usual ring royalty. That year, Uno was barely even on the public's radar. But that wouldn't last long. As the competition unfolded, Uno kept turning heads. His gait was perfect, his posture commanding, and his confidence undeniable. But it was something else that truly set him apart, his spirit. Unlike the stone-faced focus of his competitors, Uno barked, loudly, happily. He howled during his victory lap, tail wagging like he'd just chased a squirrel, completely unbothered by the glittering lights or roaring applause. When the judge raised his hand and named Uno Best in Show, the crowd erupted, not just in polite claps, but in thunderous cheers. It was a celebration, not just of a dog, but of a moment that felt real. Uno didn't just break breed expectations, he broke through cultural ones. News outlets across the country ran headlines about the Beagle that beat them all. Morning shows, late-night talk shows. Everyone wanted to meet him. Even the White House extended an invitation. That year, Uno became the first Westminster winner ever invited to meet the president. He was more than a show dog. He was a symbol. After 2008, Westminster would never feel quite the same. Uno's win paved the way for more unexpected champions. The narrative shifted from flawless tradition to personality, energy and authenticity. Breeds once overlooked began gaining spotlight. Fans began rooting for heart over heritage. Handlers started saying it plainly. Uno made it okay to be different. Uno's real name? K runs Park Me In First. Not exactly catchy, but it worked. His howl, judges said it captured the crowd more than any polished pose. After winning, Uno received a standing ovation everywhere he appeared, even at the New York Stock Exchange. And here's the twist. Uno almost didn't make it to Westminster that year. A scheduling conflict nearly cancelled his appearance. One change in timing, and history may have never been written. Uno wasn't supposed to win. He wasn't bred to impress the elite. He was just a joyful, confident Beagle who dared to be loud in a world that prized silence. And that's exactly what made him unforgettable. But Uno's story wasn't the only time Westminster was turned upside down, because just 3 years later, another shock would leave fans speechless, and this time it wasn't a Beagle.